Doors have been around for centuries and come in a variety of different forms, all originating from different times and places. For instance, sliding and folding doors come from Rome during 1st century AD, whereas the automatic door can be traced back 10 AD from Greece. They have also been a popular topic within the UX/UI design world, in particular those in public spaces. So how do we get them so wrong? Instrumentally, doors allow people to open and close entry to an area such as a house, cupboard, office, as well as other things like a car. Intrinsically, they offer a sense of privacy for the user, as they can make a physical change to their environment simply by closing or opening a door. This can also be used to portray emotions such as opening the door for guests, so being open and welcoming, or slamming it when in a bad mood. A door's biggest draw card is the security it offers. It means the user can close their space to unwanted people. It has also become something that us, as a society, have become so accustomed to, it could be argued that using a door is as instinctive as breathing. So where does it go wrong? Have you ever gone to a store or an office with big glass doors that could only be pushed or pulled from one direction, where there's handles on both sides that prompt you to pull, only for you to recoil a bit before realising the door is meant to be pushed? Yeah, that's badly designed. In fact, there are trains in the UK which have doors with handles on the outside, so effectively the user has to reach out a small window to the outside of the carriage and pull the handle to be able to exit. So as you're in a frenzy to make sure the train doesn't leave the station with you still on it, you go looking for a handle or a button, only to look up and see a blue sign stating you need to reach out and use the handle on the outside. Seems a bit backwards if you ask me. These are examples of what we call Norman doors. Basically, it's a door that prompts the user to do the opposite action of what they should be doing to open the door, or have a sign to aid in helping the user figure it out. It's a theory created by Don Norman, a human-centric designer, and basically serves as a sticky plaster to cover up the real issues, rather than fixing it. This is funny because even with these fixes, they typically still end up causing confusion with the user. Having a handle and then a large sign above it saying push is probably still going to create the same humanistic response where we try to pull first. After all, that's what a handle's for. In the way of ethics, it could be argued this makes the door less accessible for a lot of users, especially those with intellectual, motor, or visual impairments, as it may restrict their access to key goods and services as a result of poor design. From this, however, Norman does provide two key principles of design to make things more intuitive to use. Number one is discoverability. The user should be able to figure out how to use the door simply by looking at it. For example, having a metal flap to show you should push rather than pull. Number two is feedback. Whether this is tactile, visual, or auditory, this would provide the user with confirmation their action has been successful in using the object. An example of this is twistable doorknobs. If it twists, it means the door isn't locked and can be opened. It's safe to say, though, that Norman doors will be around for a while, even as an oversight, an intentional design, or as a mere piece of art that is designed to create a response. But also, if the whole world had to suddenly replace their doors because of a few design changes, the flow-on effects would be immense, causing pressure on manufacturing, the environment from all the waste that would be created from trying to salvage the excess doors, as well as the effects on the economy by way of companies spending copious amounts of money to get rid of what might already be working. After all, a door is just a way to open and close access to an area, right?